Imagine walking through a palace where every wall whispers a secret, where every doorway hides a message, and where every carving was created to tell a story that only a few people could understand. What if one of the world's most beautiful royal palaces wasn't just built to impress kings and queens, but to protect centuries of hidden knowledge? Today, we're stepping inside one of history's greatest architectural mysteries. But before we unlock its secrets, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every week we uncover incredible stories, forgotten legends, and mysterious places from around the world that most people never hear about. Now, let's begin. High above the city of Granada in southern Spain stands a breathtaking palace that has watched over the land for more than 700 years. Its walls glow golden in the evening sunlight. Its gardens overflow with fountains, flowers, and quiet streams. Its towers overlook mountains that seem to stretch forever. Millions of visitors come here every year because of its beauty. But very few realize that beauty was never the palace's greatest treasure. Its greatest treasure was hidden in plain sight. Long ago, during the 13th century, the rulers of the Nasrid kingdom began building this magnificent palace. They wanted more than a royal residence. They wanted to create a place that reflected paradise itself. Every room was carefully planned. Every window was positioned with purpose. Every courtyard carried meaning beyond decoration. Nothing was random. As visitors entered the palace, they often felt something unusual. The walls looked almost alive. Thousands upon thousands of intricate patterns covered every surface. At first glance, they appeared to be beautiful decorations. But look closer. The same symbols repeated again. And again. And again. Why? Because these weren't ordinary designs. Many represented infinity. Others reflected balance. Some symbolized unity between heaven and earth. The architects believed geometry wasn't just mathematics. It was a language created by God. Every perfect circle reminded visitors of eternity. Every 8-pointed star represented harmony. Every repeating pattern suggested that the universe itself followed invisible rules established by the Creator. The palace wasn't trying to entertain your eyes. It was trying to educate your soul. Even the flowing water carried symbolic meaning. Water was precious in medieval Spain. Yet inside the palace, fountains never stopped flowing. Streams crossed courtyards. Pools reflected the sky like giant mirrors. The gentle sound of water created peace everywhere. To the rulers who lived here, water represented life, purity, and paradise. Walking beside these fountains reminded visitors that earthly kingdoms were temporary. Only eternal beauty truly lasted. Then there were the inscriptions. Thousands of Arabic words covered the palace walls. Many visitors assumed they were simple decorations. In reality, they were powerful messages. Some praised wisdom. Others thanked God. Some reminded kings that no matter how powerful they became, time would eventually humble everyone. Imagine living inside a palace that constantly reminded its ruler to remain humble. That was extraordinary. Perhaps the most famous phrase repeated throughout the palace translates to, "There is no victor except God." These words appeared everywhere. On arches. On walls. Around windows. It served as a constant reminder that even the greatest kings ruled only by divine permission. Power was never permanent. Humility mattered more. As sunlight entered through carved windows, something magical happened. Light itself became part of the architecture. Shadows slowly moved across the walls throughout the day. Patterns seemed to shift. Rooms appeared different every hour. It almost felt like the palace was alive. Ancient architects understood something modern builders often forget. Light changes emotion. It creates mystery. It inspires reflection. Inside these halls, sunlight wasn't accidental. It was carefully designed. Every beam helped tell another silent story. Visitors often noticed that no two rooms looked exactly alike. Each chamber carried unique patterns, unique ceilings, unique carvings, unique messages. The palace encouraged people to slow down, to observe, to think, to notice details. Perhaps that was the greatest hidden symbol of all. In a fast-moving world, even centuries ago, the palace invited people to pause, to breathe, to appreciate beauty, to search for meaning beneath appearances. Many historians believe the palace represented the universe itself. The gardens symbolized paradise. The fountains symbolized life. The stars carved into ceilings represented heaven. The earth existed below, the sky above. Humanity stood between them. Every visitor unknowingly became part of the palace's symbolic journey. But there was one room, one extraordinary place, where the hidden symbols reached their greatest masterpiece. A room so breathtaking that even modern architects struggle to explain how it was created. Its ceiling looked impossible. Its mathematics seemed centuries ahead of its time. And its secret continues to amaze experts today. That incredible mystery awaits us in Chapter 2. Welcome back. If you've enjoyed discovering the hidden meanings inside this incredible royal palace, don't forget to subscribe and join our growing community. Every subscription helps us bring more fascinating stories, forgotten history, and mysterious places to life. Now, let's continue. Deep inside the palace lies one of its greatest wonders. At first glance, visitors simply look upward. Then they freeze. Above them hangs an astonishing ceiling unlike anything they've ever seen. Thousands of tiny carved shapes fit together so perfectly that they resemble a sky filled with stars. Some say it looks like crystals. Others compare it to a honeycomb. Many simply stand speechless. But this wasn't created merely to impress. It carried profound meaning. The ceiling symbolized the heavens. Its countless geometric forms represented the order of the universe. Every piece connected to another. Nothing existed alone. Everything formed part of one perfect creation. Centuries before modern computers, craftsmen calculated these designs entirely by hand. Each tiny element had to fit precisely. One mistake could ruin months of work. Yet somehow, they succeeded. Historians still admire the extraordinary precision achieved with the simple tools available at the time. As visitors moved through the palace, another mystery became clear. There were almost no paintings of people. Instead, artists relied on patterns, flowers, leaves, stars, and elegant writing. Why? Because beauty wasn't found in copying life. Beauty was found in understanding creation itself. Geometry became art. Mathematics became decoration. Faith became architecture. The result remains one of the world's greatest artistic achievements. Then came the palace gardens. Unlike ordinary gardens, these were carefully designed symbols of paradise. Water flowed gently through narrow channels. Trees offered cool shade. Birds filled the air with song. Flowers bloomed throughout the seasons. The entire landscape encouraged peace. Visitors didn't simply admire nature. They experienced it. Every sound. Every scent. Every reflection. The palace reminded people that true luxury wasn't gold. It was harmony. Perhaps that's why so many travelers described feeling unexpectedly calm while walking through its courtyards today. The palace changes people. Not because of magic. But because thoughtful design affects the human mind in powerful ways. Even silence becomes meaningful. Then history changed everything. Kingdoms rose. Kingdoms fell. New rulers arrived. Wars swept across Spain. Many magnificent buildings disappeared forever. Yet somehow, this palace survived. It witnessed changing empires, changing religions, changing languages, changing generations. Still its symbols remained. Still its walls whispered their ancient messages. Some decorations were damaged. Some stories faded. But enough survived for modern historians to uncover the remarkable vision of its builders. Today millions continue visiting from every corner of the world. Some come for photographs. Some come for architecture. Some come for history. Yet many leave with something unexpected. A feeling. A quiet realization. An appreciation for patience, craftsmanship, and timeless beauty. Because the palace teaches something important. The greatest messages don't always require words. Sometimes stone speaks louder than speech. Sometimes patterns carry more wisdom than books. Sometimes silence tells the deepest story. That's why this palace continues inspiring artists, architects, mathematicians, historians, and travelers centuries after its construction. Its hidden symbols still invite every visitor to ask questions. To notice details. To think beyond appearances. Perhaps that's exactly what its creators hoped would happen. That long after they were gone, their silent messages would continue traveling through time. And today, they reached you. The next time you see an ancient building, don't only admire its beauty. Look closer. Ask why. Notice the shapes. Read the carvings. Watch how light enters the room. History often hides its greatest secrets in the smallest details. This royal palace proved that architecture can become poetry. Geometry can become faith. Stone can become memory. And symbols can outlive kings. If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's most fascinating royal palaces, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone who loves history, mysteries, and hidden secrets. Until our next adventure. Keep exploring. Because the world's greatest mysteries are often hiding in plain sight.